Greetings, fellow traders. Bubba here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Tuesday, November the 24th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's check and see where we're at the market here today. So SPX, wow, up 53 points today, continue to push. I mean, basically here, all-time highs. Really incredible stuff as we're getting really close. Starting to take that inside week up, which is pretty incredible. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Boom! We got out of the corrective channel here today. Now let's see how we close. Let's see if the SPY can give us a little bit of volume and be like, hey, this thing is ready to work its way up. Again, the low volume breakouts are a little bit tricky. And we're kind of low volume here today. And of course, we've got a holiday week this week. But so far, so good. It looks like the market is responding well to the Janet Yellen news and the change of power and all that stuff. So we've got that going on here today. S&P futures, just an epic move here today. Again, if we go into our shorter term time frames, you can see our signal zones and how well they played out today. Again, what we said is, if we could break down below here, the bears would try to fade this gap, but if they can't do it, which they didn't, right, and we get over these overnight highs, we might see a push to the next signal zone up, and then it just kept on going to the next signal zone up here. So really incredible stuff. Just a straight up move today. Incredible. Right, so we're going to be tracking that going into the rest of the day today, see how we hold these levels and where we go from there. So again, there could be some end of the day shenanigans. So let's see. But again, I'd like to see the market close strong. I mean, putting a geometric line on this one is just tough. I mean, it's basically just an upward channel right here. So very strong today, and some good opportunities. But we also had some good short opportunities today as well. But it's tough to be short the market when the banks are strong, right? As go the financials, so go the market, right? So let's take a look. Let's look at a couple names out there. Let's look at the Qs. Let's look at a couple of the other sectors. Qs obviously were divergent this morning, right? So we were kind of gapping up, and then we gapped down here this morning. It gave us some nice short opportunities at the open, and then it ripped with the rest of the market. It gave some other good opportunities and some other names. We'll take a look at it a little bit. Let's take a look at the IWM. IWM is still continuing to plow its way up right here. Again, helped by the airlines, the financials, Boeing, things like that. So some nice moves there. Look at the XLF. This thing has been a monster today for the XL. Just incredible stuff. Really starting to support the market. Again, a little bit of a pullback right here, but low volume. Look at the volume there. Low volume pullback. So definitely something to keep an eye on there. Let's take a look at Apple. So again, this has been our favorite name to short. We shorted it twice here this morning. We shorted it off of the first 382 retrace this morning off the drop. Then we shorted it off of the double inside 15 down to give us a nice move there. And then members actually got in a little bit later for some longs for a nice job on that. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla, again, not the type of volume I'd like to see. It's struggling at the it struggled today at the pre-market highs, but it did give a nice dip by, and it gave a nice 382 retrace here for a quick move, and it's grinding its way up here. Again, Tesla's not as fun to trade unless it's moving, right? But a nice 382 retrace and a higher low right here, so it's actually working on essentially a harmonic pattern to the upside. Let's see if we can get over those pre-market highs and make a move there. Speaking of Tesla, let's look at mini Tesla. So NIO gave us some short opportunities this morning as well. Nice down move here, and then we actually took this tail fail down for a quick move, which was good. And then it kind of bounced off of that here. We were hoping to get to the 15 or below, but it did give a nice short opportunity for a fast trade on NIO right there. It came right to an intraday support level that we have on some of our other charts that members use. So good stuff there. A couple other names that we just want to take a look at right here. So let's take a look at Baba. So Baba with a nice gap up this morning. This was an overnight idea. One of our members actually pointed this out. We wrote a newsletter on this this weekend on VWAP equilibrium overnight trades, and this was setting up pretty good for an overnight, and it gave a great gap up. Some members got like over a 3x trade on this overnight, so really nice stuff there, and it was a good idea in the group. We also liked Facebook strength. Members like this one too. It had a prior inside day high level, but again, nice breakout. Can you see how this increasing volume is coming in? Very nice move on Facebook today. So great stuff to support that whole market rally. So good stuff. We got a few chart requests out there, so let's take a look at these. So we've got XPEV. Again, this was one of those names when the Chinese names were weak here today, and these electric vehicle names that help us got short on NIO for a nice move. So we saw that going on again. Boeing. Again, just nice gap up right here, guys. It's coming back to the scene of the breakdown, so just be careful of that as some potential resistance. Might be running out of steam, getting some low volume right here. Zoom, a couple of stay-at-home names got crushed here today, but hanging in there, right? It was an inside day yesterday. It failed to take it to the upside. It's kind of failing to take it to the downside. What's going on with this one here? Restore sell and maximize sell. Sorry, guys. There we go. There's our chart right there. So again, big dip buy on Zoom today, but kind of pulled back a little bit, and so we saw that at a couple names right there. Just kind of see how it handles its close off of the inside day high today, or off the inside day, and where we might go from there. Another request out there is AMD. So Nvidia and AMD both got hit this morning. Again, AMD still rejecting these pivot levels. So looking pretty interesting there on AMD. Oh, we got another one here that wants to hide. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Anyway, interesting. So it's kind of jumping all around. There it is. Okay, so the 60-minute chart wanted to play there. Yeah, so AMD was like a nice bounce off this upward channel here on the 60-minute chart without the pre-market levels turned on, and again pulled back off of those lines right here. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. Again, nasty down move at the open, but a big dip buy off of the 15 or below. So it's kind of hanging in there a little bit. So let's take a look at the next one. Let's look at Nvidia. It was another request here. So NVIDIA, when is this thing going to launch? We talked about this last night, right? So we talked about the setup. If you didn't see our show last night, be sure to check out the link at the end of this video. Let's wait for a green candle to break out of this geometric line, and then NVIDIA might start get going again. So that would be good. Can't wait till their the next release of their 3070 graphics cards comes out. So I'm kind of pumped about that one. Netflix gave a big intraday push, but still an inside day and still below the 80 MA on this one. So a little bit of caution there. And then PLTR. Again, this thing has just been a monster. Still continuing to work its way up. Again, like we said yesterday, a push over yesterday's highs could give a nice move, and it did that today. So very, very cool stuff right there. And again, that was basically the low of the day right there through yesterday's range and then back up again. Just a monster mover. So good finds, guys. Really appreciate the requests. I hope everybody has an awesome rest of your trading day. We'll see you guys in the market wrap. Until then, stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll